Pudgy Penguins arguably has the most potential out of any project in crypto, and in this video we're going to lay out all the reasons why. Let us know what you think, and let's go for a deep dive in their ecosystem. It all started in 2021 as simply an NFT collection, but they absolutely crushed IP rights, and now not only is it digital, but we've got physical toys in over 10,000 retail stores and over 515,000 followers, growing along a gaming ecosystem. While most NFT projects from 2021 have faded, Pudgy Penguins endured the winter and had an absolutely massive revamp from Luca Netz, and the future is looking incredible for this entire ecosystem. I had the opportunity to talk to Luca in Korea, and he broke down so much more of what's happening in the future of his ecosystem, and I can't wait to share it with you guys because it is mind-blowing. But first, let's dive into the foundation, what they've built upon, and what we can expect from the future of Pudgy. For the foundation, like you know, Pudgy Penguin started as that NFT project, kind of fell apart, but where everything changed was in 2022 when Luca Netz acquired the brand for 750 ETH, and his vision was to build a brand based on joy, inclusivity, and emotional connection, all powered from some key advice from Gary Vee, and has come up with an incredible concoction for IP. And where we'll get into this a little bit later is how important this level of IP is, and how for the first time in a project other than like Bitcoin where you have institutions and people coming together, this one created something that makes not only crypto Web3 people interested, but actually bridges the gap to normal people. And it could be moms and dads buying for their family, it could be wealthy investors looking for a new opportunity, and even as big as large corporations, and we'll break down why a little bit later. As for the transformation since Luca took over, it's been incredible because Pudgy Penguins has over 2.7 million social media followers, 50 billion views across TikTok, Instagram, and Giphy, and it's the only top-tier NFT project that has sustained floor price growth. And all the while, Luca has also been focusing on the physical touch, whether that be you seeing a giant Pudgy Penguin opening the New York Stock Exchange, never been done before, or IRL meetups that people actually want to go to, seeing the community grow everywhere, and then of course breaking into things like trading cards, plushies, and more. You can currently find Pudgy toys across 10,000 stores, including Walmart, Target, Hot Topic, and international retailers. They've sold over 1.5 million toys and generated over 10 million in revenue. And when you're looking at getting Web 2 people into Web 3 or an investment growing, whether it be something like Tesla or soon SpaceX having their own share and people chasing Elon Musk's vision, here in this case, we're actually seeing cash flow, which is the first time for a project like this. And that's what's going to help Web 2 people come on over to Web 3, and in this case for Pudgy Penguin. The toys themselves also act as gateways to Pudgy Penguin's gaming world, since the buyers can jump into titles like Pudgy World, Clash, or Party with benefits thanks to the penguins attached to the toys. It's essentially a Trojan horse strategy. Someone who has never heard of crypto can simply buy a Pudgy Penguin toy at Walmart, scan the QR code, and suddenly they're in the Web3 ecosystem without even thinking about it. And this retail strategy also feeds back into the NFT ecosystem through Overpass IP, the platform Pudgy built for licensing. On this platform, NFT holders can license their specific penguin for use in merchandise, advertising, and products, and they earn royalties when those products sell. That's right, this isn't like a normal corporation where all the profits funnel upwards. This one, it gets distributed across the community and those people who own actual assets in the Pudgy ecosystem. Then diving down deeper into the Web3 rabbit hole, we have the Pudgy Penguin token. The PENGU token launched in December 2024, immediately becoming one of the largest community tokens in Web3. But what's cool about this token is, sure, it has the meme ability that you'd want to compete with like Doge or Pepe or Dog with Hat, like that were popular last cycle, and we've seen memes continue to grow. But now you actually have a company and business behind it. So it's like two worlds coming together. And like we talked about in December 2024's video, the token price was really high, and we'd expect it to go down when the market lulls. And then lots of people did in fact pick it up in April when we talked about it last time. And when August, September came around and it absolutely skyrocketed 10x, those of you who paid attention then did very well. Now, we covered this a few months ago when it was 10x, but now because of these market conditions, good news for speculators on the side, the token has come down a lot. Now, at the end of the day, we don't know what's happening with the future of the ecosystem, but if the market does start rallying in Q1, well, this could potentially be a good entry now that the project, like all crypto, has been obliterated again. The token itself is the native currency for the abstract chain ecosystem. As the chain fully matures, PENGU Token can play a more vital role in transactions, governance, voting, and a reward system across the blockchain and the Pudgy ecosystem. And speaking of tokens, PENGU is one of the youngest crypto projects that is currently in line for an ETF. Canary Capital has proposed a PENGU ETF that would invest primarily in the token with a smaller portion in Pudgy NFTs. And if approved, this would be one of the first NFT-linked ETFs in traditional finance. And another project saying something like this could be a pipe dream or simply a marketing play, but with Luca Netz and his contacts, you know that this is coming potentially in the future. Now, for further value, let's dive into the abstract chain and gaming. A big problem with other games is blockchains become really hard to use, so Pudgy Penguins recognized this and built their own. Igloo Inc, the parent company of Pudgy Penguins, launched Abstract Chain in January of this year, and it's an ETH layer 2 built specifically for customer applications like games, social platforms, and entertainment. It uses ZK Rollup for security and Celestia for data availability, making it fast and cheap. You don't need a crypto wallet either. You can just log in with your email, get your passkey logins, social recovery if you lose access, and most importantly for all users, gas-free transactions. Over 400 apps are currently in development on Abstract, and the chain has already onboarded major players like Magic Eden for NFT trading and Dune Analytics for its insights. There's also Abstract Live, a live streaming platform built on the chain, and Abstract aims to gamify the engagement and encourages people to explore their ecosystem. And while some of us might find a tech breakdown like that kind of boring and don't want to watch it, at the end of the day, doing a good job with that tech is what's going to make the seamless transition for people to come over to Web3 like Pudgy Penguin. But it doesn't only go there, it also fully dives into gaming, which can help onboard so many more people. It's already got really fun games like Pudgy World, Pudgy Clash, and Pudgy Party, and that mobile game specifically has done wonders for introducing new users to the ecosystem. The games are super easy, don't require a crypto wallet, you can just set up and play just like a normal game. And what they're doing really well in gaming is they're not relying on building every single game themselves, where there could be more mistakes and it could take way longer. Because they've got the budget, they're actually leaning on industry epics in the gaming world like Mythical Games to come up with products that they know users will love. Then there's also Vibe's trading card game, which is based on the Pudgy Penguins IP and is being created by Orange Cap Games. Pudgy World and the Penguin Clash are on Ton. Then you also have licensing in games like My Neighbor Alice. Here they integrated all three Pudgy collections as playable 3D avatars, and YGG's LOL Land has featured Pudgy Penguins multiple times, most recently with PENGU Wonderland at CoinFest. Then another one of our favorite games, AnyChess, went for a Pudgy Penguins collab takeover in October. The spell chess game introduced the PENGU board, a new game mode, and also brought in PENGU token rewards for participation. The takeover also included a tournament with a $10,000 prize pool and a Lil Pudgy NFT for the winner. And all of this is just a small taste in what is coming up in the future of Pudgy Penguins. When I was talking to Luca in Korea just a couple months ago, he said, look out for December, January. There they have even bigger things coming. And with what he's already delivered, his teases to the Nasdaq, the ETF, but overall getting Web 2 and Web 3 users together for a fun ecosystem that can either value the players, the people that are actually enjoying participating, or the people that enjoy speculating in investing, there's something for everyone here. So with that, it's really exciting to see not only what Pudgy Penguins has in their ecosystem right now, the future potential, but actively what they're going to be doing in the very near future to bring even more eyeballs to the ecosystem. We can't wait to cover that, and when Luca does bring out that announcement in December, we'll be sure to cover it and give you more information. And for the next time we talk to Luca, if there's any questions that you have for him or the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem, let us know in the comments below. If you're new here, first of all, welcome to Funjible Games. We're a Web3 gaming discovery platform, so we have over 600 titles on the website fungible.games. We also have project founder interviews, breaking news, and so much more. So make sure to go check that out. And of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.